Hi, and welcome. Let's talk about a skill fluent speakers use all the time, especially when they need a moment to think. Buying time in a conversation. Without sounding awkward or unprepared. It's about using these little phrases, giving you space to think while keeping your speech natural, calm, and confident. Let's dive in. Hmm, that's a good question. This one buys you a few seconds and shows respect for the other person's question. It's great for thoughtful or unexpected questions. In interviews, casual chats, or debates. For example, what would you change about your job? Hmm, that's a good question. I think I'd change the meeting schedule. Or, what's the biggest lesson you've learned this year? Hmm, that's a good question. Probably that rest is just as important as effort. It gives you room to pause without sounding like you're stuck. Let me think for a second. It's direct, honest, and totally natural. Saying this out loud shows you're reflecting, not panicking. For example, how would you fix this issue? Let me think for a second. Maybe we could start by talking to the client again? Or, who do you think should lead this project? Let me think for a second. Maybe Monica. She's done similar work. Much better than just staring blankly. I'm not sure, to be honest. This phrase sounds thoughtful, not clueless. You're signaling that you're unsure for now, but open to thinking or learning more. For example, do you think that strategy will work? I'm not sure, to be honest. I'd need to look at the numbers first. Or, do you think the client will agree to those terms? I'm not sure, to be honest. We'll have to wait and see. You're buying time and keeping your credibility. It depends. Simple, flexible, powerful. This is a native speaker's favorite way to pause and ask for more info, while keeping control of the conversation. For example, should we launch next week? It depends. Do we have the green light from marketing yet? Or, is remote work better than office work? It depends. Are we talking full time or hybrid? Use it when you don't want to answer too quickly. I haven't really thought about that. Totally natural for casual settings, especially when caught off guard. It buys you a lot of time and sets the expectation that you'll respond thoughtfully. For example, would you ever move to another country? I haven't really thought about that. Maybe, if the right opportunity came up. Or, what's your long term plan with this side project? I haven't really thought about that. Maybe turn it into something bigger someday. Sounds reflective, not evasive. That's tough. You're not avoiding the question, you're just signaling that it's not easy. This phrase gives you a chance to pause before jumping into an answer. For example, what's the biggest mistake you've ever made? Oof, that's tough. But I guess it taught me a lot. Or, who do you think deserves the promotion more? That's tough. Both of them bring different strengths. It's honest and human. Can I come back to that? Sometimes the best way to buy time is to ask for more time. This phrase is great in meetings, interviews, and discussions. For example, what's your 5 year plan? Can I come back to that? I need a minute to organize my thoughts. Or, how would you solve this budgeting issue? Can I come back to that? I want to give it proper thought. It's respectful and mature, and totally okay. I'd have to check. Perfect when someone expects facts or data, and you're not sure. For example, do we know if the numbers are final? I'd have to check. I think finance is still working on the report. Or what's the deadline for the grant application? I'd have to check. I think it's sometime next week. You stay helpful without giving wrong info. Let me see. Very common, casual way to pause while you collect your thoughts. Almost like thinking out loud. For example, how many people joined last month? Let me see. We had around 40 new signups, I think. Or, where did we meet that client for lunch? Let me see. Oh, right, it was that Italian place downtown. Smooth and relaxed. Good point. This one's sneaky. It complements the other speaker and gives you breathing room. For example, isn't that going to cost too much? Good point. We might need to revise the budget. Or maybe we're trying to do too much at once. Good point. We should probably simplify the plan. You buy time and build rapport. Fluency isn't about speed, it's about flow. Buying time is fluency. These phrases help you. Avoid awkward silence. Sound natural under pressure. Show thoughtfulness instead of panic. So next time your brain stalls mid-conversation, you won't freeze. You'll buy time like a native. See you in the next lesson.